Tantor Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents Goal Lines and First Times by Finley and Saxon James, narrated by Alexander Cendese and Iggy Toma. Chapter 1. Cohen. The ring, ring, ring echoes through my phone. Pick up, pick up. The summer evening outside the hockey facilities is humid compared to the temperature-controlled rink where I've just left my team. Today's focus was supposed to be on these dumb challenges I set for my teammates, but that switched fast when I blurted out something that apparently raised more questions than it answered. Something I'm sure I won't live down in a hurry. I was just trying to be supportive. I lift my shirt and wipe sweat off my brow while the phone continues to go unanswered. Come on, Logan, this is kind of a big deal. Finally, it clicks over, and the voice I grew up with, deeper and huskier than ever before, comes on the line. Richard Cohen, as I live and breathe. It's been a long time. How's Vermont treating you? Are you gay? I blurt. Shit, I hiss. That's fucking rude. I'm sorry. Where's this coming from? I huff. Funny story, my teammates were dared to kiss. A loud laugh echoes in my ear. Ha! Damn, I really missed out by not going to college, didn't I? I guess that gives me my answer, but I keep talking anyway. I need to know for sure before I walk back into that locker room. So, yeah, they were being all weird about it, and I'm like, hey, it's no big deal, it's just kissing, everyone does it. Turns out no one does it. Logan snorts. Huh, oh, man. You didn't tell them what we used to get up to, did you? That we made out a lot? Yeah, no, I did. Because here I am thinking it was perfectly normal hetero behavior. Learn to kiss by kissing your best friend? My voice is going all high-pitched and weird, but I can't stop it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's okay. Considering I'm assuming you've never kissed another dude since me, it's safe to say you're straight. I hold my breath and wait for a clarification that doesn't come. But you're not. No, I'm not. And yeah, kissing you might have helped me work that out, but it's not like I was in love with you or anything sad and pathetic like that. I burst out laughing. Wow, thank you for making me feel better, Lo. Someone being in love with me is pathetic? That's not what I mean, and you know it. We were so close and did everything together. I don't want you to think it was only because I wanted in your pants. I didn't, by the way. I mean, I totally would have boned you senior year if you offered, but that was for lack of options. Oh, this gets better and better. I actually can't believe it has taken this long for it to come up. What can I say? I'm the definition of a dumb jock. Oh, don't do that. Logan growls. You know how I hated when you do that. It took me, I count, 6, 7, 8 years to realize the guy I used to make out with might be gay. I'm not smart. Are you mad? Not mad, but why didn't you ever tell me? I can practically hear him shrug. Dunno. Was worried you might have thought I was in love with you or trying to trick you into kissing me. Then you left to play for the juniors and, well, I guess there wasn't really any point. Is that why we kind of drifted apart? We were inseparable when we were kids. He lived a few doors down from my house in Bar Harbor. We're opposites in almost every way on the outside. He's strong and bulky. I'm sleek and agile. He's the blonde-haired, blue-eyed, good-looking one, and I was the mousy, brown-haired, awkward one with the giant nose. All I can say is, I thank to God I'm not entirely sure exists when I finally grew into my face. The only similarity between us might be that we both have beards now since I've grown mine out. Unless he shaved his. I wouldn't know. It's been too long since the last time we saw each other. As opposite as Logan and I were physically, it was as if we shared the same soul on the inside. We only ever differed on one thing, hockey. He hated it, I've always loved it. But even though I thought we had this amazing bond, for me, it never went past friendship, even when we were making out. At least, that's how I've always seen it. Maybe it was more than friendship, but I was too much of a dumbass to see that. Well, it's not like I've had many girlfriends. I have hookups, mostly. College hockey players are a wanted commodity. Hell, back when I was playing for the juniors, we had a pool of puck bunnies hoping to score a future NHL star early. Joke's on you, ladies. I never ended up making it that far. We drifted apart because you moved away. Your focus was hockey, and then when the draft thing didn't work out, you moved to freaking Vermont. You don't come home over the summers because of hockey camp, and my family do their annual vacation at Christmas. You're still my best friend, but we both got our own lives now. I nod even though he can't see me. I'll tell you what, next time you're coming home, tell me. I'll make plans for you. And you can meet my partner. You have a partner? Shouldn't a best friend know that? Yes, but telling you that would mean coming out to you, and I guess I've been avoiding doing that since we used to make out and dry hump each other. An image of us on the couch in my basement floods my memory. Logan on top of me, both of us kissing. I guess I'd forgotten about the grinding part. I mean, it's not like we got off or anything. Oh, shit. I do remember jerking off after Logan ran home. Probably to do the same. I thought it was just friction. I was a teenage boy and something rubbed against my dick. I would have jerked off after a strong breeze, for fuck's sake. Rich? Logan's grown-up voice cuts through the din. I have to go, but I'm glad we've cleared that up, and yes, I want to meet your partner. Are you coming home at all this summer? Probably at the end for a couple of weeks. I'll see you then. Yeah, see ya. I end the call and stare at my phone. I need to get back inside, but I'm not sure I can after that. It's honestly like someone has hit me over the head with a confusion stick, and I'm suddenly questioning if my whole adult life has been a lie. No, not a lie. I know I like women. Maybe it's more like I've had this piece of me shoved down and covered by the easiness of doing what I know, and now it's been brought up, I can't believe how blind I was to it. That can't be right, though. It's been 8 years. 8! I'm 24, having started my freshman year at 21 after I aged out of the junior hockey league. I'm too old to have new revelations about myself, aren't I? Or maybe I really am a dumbass. Logan hates when I call myself that, but if the skate fits... I finally compose myself to go back into the locker room, but I almost trip over my feet when I see my teammates, Jacobs and Beck, lip-locked and pressed against each other. See? Not a big deal. They're both straight and kissing. Yeah, for a dare, not because they're bored. Oh, right. That. Beck parts his lips and pushes his tongue inside Jacobs' mouth. I swear I hear Jacobs groan, and damn, that's hot. No, not hot. That's... Oh, shit.
Chapter 2. Seth. She's 20 minutes late. She picked the cafe. She picked the time. And I know if I text her to see if she's okay, I'll be accused of smothering her again. I can't win. Having a girlfriend is a constant battle. And it seems with each new girl I meet, it's harder and harder to find that... connection. My fingers drum out a rhythm on the wooden tabletop, and I glance at the door as Emma pushes through. Her red hair is its usual chaotic mess, and her cheeks are flushed, I'm assuming from having to hurry here. Even though I'm annoyed she's late again, when she turns a smile on me, I return it. My shoulders relax, and I remind myself to take a breath and let it go. Emma is far from the first girlfriend I've had who's been less interested in spending time with me than I am with her. Hey, Seth. She bypasses kissing me and drops into the chair opposite. Have you ordered yet? Not yet. I was waiting for you to arrive. I'll do it now. You want your usual? Please. I learned quickly that when Emma says she'll be somewhere, she actually means at least 15 to 20 minutes after the time she gives. So I no longer order anything before she arrives. It's who she is. And in those relationships, you're supposed to let those little things go. Our coffee order is made, and I make my way back to the table. So, busy day? I probe. Not really. I just stopped by the lab to check some fungi samples. Then some friends and I went to play roller derby. I don't think I'll ever not find that the most random hobby for someone destined to be developing life-saving drugs one day. It sounds a lot more interesting than my day. I finished moving everything into my apartment with my parents' help. She watches me over the top of her coffee, and she takes a slow sip. What's wrong? Seth. Uh-oh. My gut drops as helpless desperation starts to claw at me. Her tone says it all. Emma reaches across the table and covers my hand with hers. Her skin is soft, and her large doe eyes have turned pitying. No. You're breaking up with me, aren't you? My voice breaks a little. My twin brother likes to joke that I'm a serial monogamist, but that stops being cute when you consider what serial means and how literally I'm sticking to that definition. Follows a characteristic, predictable pattern of behavior. Might as well replace it with the name Seth Grant. Emma sucks in a long breath, and I jerk my hand back from her touch. Her catching me off guard is totally on me. Every relationship, every time, when it hits that 2 to 3 month mark, it's like my girlfriends can't escape fast enough. I'm already exhausted at the thought of having to start over again with someone new. You really didn't see this coming? I scoff before I can stop myself. Well, you didn't exactly keep me updated. Are you kidding? Her level tone makes the whole situation that much more messed up. Does it sound like I'm joking? She purses her lips, doing that thing where she waits for me to stop being unreasonable. And yeah, it's probably a red flag that I know exactly what that look means. The fight leaves me, and I sag in my chair. What the hell is wrong with me? Are you actually asking, or is that a rhetorical question? It was rhetorical because I'm not a masochist, but... maybe I actually need to know. My feelings are saying rhetorical, but the scientist in me is curious. Feelings are your first problem. What? You're needy, Seth. My chest gives a pathetic little throb. Emma and I might have only been together 2 months, but hearing that still hurts. Probably because it's not the first time I've heard it. Emma, Sarah, Gabby. Hell, even my best friend told me a year ago that he moved schools to get away from me. If that doesn't build up your confidence, I don't know what will. Logically, I know when they say needy, what they really mean is someone who texts every day and wants to spend a lot of time together. But every time I've heard it, it's like they're telling me I'm stalker levels of creepy, and I should be put on a predator watch list somewhere. Oh God, am I that creepy? I can't be. Right? It's not like I message to keep tabs on them or anything. I genuinely want to spend time with them. You wanted to know, she reminds me. What exactly do you mean by needy? Please don't say creepy, please don't say creepy. Emma looks at me like I've grown another eye. I'm busy with a massive research project, and I swear it's like every day I get 100 text messages from you. You always want to hang out or talk. To my girlfriend, I'm a monster. But when we're together, she drops her voice, you rarely want to have sex. I swear my cheeks get so hot I might pass out. Sex isn't everything. No, but it's something. I mean, what guy doesn't want to fuck? Shame builds hot in my stomach as she tells me what I've told myself 100 times. I swallow past the lump in my throat and meet her eyes. Emma's expression softens. Hey. Sympathy. Sorry, that was a bit far. I just don't get it. I mean, are you sure you're not gay? What? What? Well, your brother is bi, your best friend is gay, and a whole lot of your friends identify as LGBTQ in some way or another. And it's a fact that queer people tend to gravitate toward each other even before they figure themselves out. It's like built-in self-preservation mode. You make each other feel safe. I'm sure there are studies you can look up. I'm not gay. I managed to grit out between my teeth. I don't know whether I'm more pissed off about that or her calling me needy. Because while I don't give a shit who's gay, I'm sick of people assuming I am. Past girlfriends who I haven't been sexually attracted to, like Emma, random people I meet, and even my parents have all made assumptions about my sexuality. And it's hard. It's really hard to define who I am when there doesn't seem to be one singular label that fits me. I've been researching, a lot. I've been doing it ever since my brother came out to my parents. And instead of focusing their energy on Foster, they turned to me because they were under the impression I was the gay twin. Just because I don't sleep around and most of my girlfriends have been more like friends than lovers, that doesn't mean I'm automatically attracted to guys. Most times, I don't think I'm attracted to anyone. But occasionally, like every now and then, I'll meet someone and we'll get along great. We'll start as friends, and then eventually there's a spark. I have to wait for the spark when it seems no one else does. The empty feeling of brokenness sits heavily on my chest, and I lean forward in my seat, wanting to unleash the label I've been toying with in my head but still don't know for sure if it's accurate or not. The words get stuck. I think I'm Demi. Surprise shoots through her expression, and while most people don't know what demisexual means, it's clear she does. Seth, She can't finish her sentence. I'm really sorry that my need for an emotional connection and lack of sex was inconvenient for you. But guess what? It's not so great for me either. I wait for her to leave so I can finish my coffee and sulk in peace. Unfortunately, she doesn't get the hint. She doesn't look all that embarrassed either. Instead, her eyes narrow, as if she's thinking really hard about something. I have a question. Of course she does. I'm not interested in discussing the ins and outs, mainly because I haven't completely worked them out myself. No, it's not that. She waves my comment away. But have you ever tried to build an emotional connection before you enter a relationship? You and I were friends first, I point out. What? No. What I mean is, meeting people online is a valid and genuine way of forming an attachment without the pressures of performing sexually, and you don't have the social convention of following the rules. Rules? Yeah, you know. Third date equals sex. Wait 3 days before calling. Online, you can date and chat as many times as you need to before you even agree to meet in person. I glare at her purely out of principle, but she has me curious. Online dating isn't something I've given much thought to, because I've never been single long enough to need it. I can tell you're interested, she says. Hard to say. Finally, Emma stands and grabs her bag. All I'm saying is think about it. She goes to leave, but pauses right next to me. And Seth, if you try it, do yourself a favor and don't limit your conversations to women. Her sweet and tangy perfume hits me as she leans down. Don't think I didn't notice how horny you'd get after watching a certain show with that Superman actor. My mouth hangs open as I turn to watch her leave. For a breakup that started exactly like all the others, Emma certainly ended it with a twist. I wanted to call her back and object, detailing all the reasons why she's wrong. But I can't actually think of any reasons. Other than I'm the straight brother. Or is that what I've been telling myself for years? My bisexual twin has been sex-obsessed since we were 15, when the thought of even kissing a girl made me uncomfortable. I'm the complete opposite of Foster. Therefore, I can't be bi like him. Right? As I pick up my phone and stare at the little App Store icon, my scientific brain begins to kick in. If I am Demi, and to be sexually attracted to someone, I need to know them first. Would gender actually matter to me? Dicks don't scare me. They just don't do anything for me. But then again, neither do boobs. I think of kissing a guy, and it's as underwhelming as when I picture kissing women. But everyone always assumes. And the only way to prove them wrong, to know for sure, is to test the hypothesis with an experiment. Science 101, online edition. I mean, what could it hurt?
Chapter 3. Cohen. The reason I don't go home often is because CU is a 6-hour drive away from Bar Harbor, Maine, where I grew up. It's hard to find direct flights, and they're expensive as fuck. It's cheaper in gas to drive. There's only a couple of weeks left of summer, so I figured I should make the trip, seeing as I rarely get the chance throughout the school year. As I pull into the driveway of my childhood home, I'm both relieved and anxious. Mom and Dad are going to ask me what my plans are. I have 1 year left at CU, and I have no idea what I want to be when I grow up. Hockey didn't work out for me, even though I tried really hard. I put everything I had into it, and I wasn't good enough to be one of the greats. Hell, I wasn't even good enough to be one of the mediocres. Apparently, college hockey is my talent limit. Going into this, I figured if I got a degree in communications, it would open a few doors for me in different avenues. Because, a communications degree will come in useful if I move back here to Maine and take over my parents' bait and tackle shop. Do I want to move to a big city? Do I want to come home? Do I want to go to an EHCL tryout and earn peanuts but still get to play the sport I love? I have no fucking idea. Mom must have been waiting for me because she runs out of the house before I've even turned the car off. As soon as I unfold myself from my seat, my body aches. I probably should have taken more breaks along the way. Mom wraps me in a giant hug and tries to lead me inside.
Aw, Richie, I've missed you.
Back home, I hear my first name more than I ever do at school. My bags.
Get them later. We haven't seen you since Christmas.
I feel a little guilty about that, especially being an only child, but it's not like I don't want to come home. If teleportation were a thing, I'd be home every weekend. My parents are good people. They wanted more kids but couldn't have any, so they spoiled me rotten and gave me everything they could afford. New skates, coaches, college, tuition, everything, even when they're not rolling in money. The plan was to repay them when I made it to the NHL. Yeah, that's not happening. I don't know how I could ever repay them for everything they've done for me. It's late afternoon, so Mom leads me to the kitchen for coffee. Dad's in the shop, I'm guessing? I walk to the window and pull back the lace curtain, looking out over Hull's Cove and the tiny hut we have next to a dock for boats to come get their fishing gear.
Yeah, we've had the best summer in years. He's been busy.
Well, that's really good. She passes me my cup, then an extra one.
Take that to him, will you? Then come right back, because I want to hear about your year and winning the Frozen Four.
They couldn't come down for the game because one of them had to stay back at the shop, and they don't like to travel alone. I'm here for a few weeks. We have plenty of time.
It's going to fly by. Just you watch.
I head out back to take Dad his coffee. He's finishing up with a customer when I walk in. He greets me with a handshake and a warm smile because he was never a hugger. I'm okay with that. Mom more than makes up for it. Mom says you've been busy. Business has been booming. It's been a good fishing season. I'm glad. Have you decided what you're going to do after graduation? There it is. Not yet? Dad nods, and I'm hit with that guilt again. The thing is, I've only ever been good at hockey. I'm not smart. College might have been a mistake, but I can't tell that to my parents, who've been supporting me all these years, sinking money into someone who doesn't even know what their calling is. I thought it was hockey. Well, maybe it's fishing. If I end up coming home to become a fisherman, I will disown myself for them. What about that photo account you have online where you post all the NHL stats every game? Whatchamacallit? I try not to smile. Instagram? Yeah, you could do something with that. Become a what's-its-name. What are you talking about? You know, an influencer thing. Isn't that what they're called? The smile breaks through. Yes, influencer thing is the official title, but my account isn't like that. I don't have sponsors or ads or anything. All I do is post highlights and stats when I watch a game for fun. But you have a couple of thousand followers, don't you? Yeah, but I think I need like 100,000 more before I can make good money from it. Oh, it's cute Dad wants to help me find what I want to do, but influencer is not it. No way. A loud cuckoo, cuckoo echoes from the direction of the water, and Dad sighs. I know what that means. See you for dinner? I put my half-empty coffee down. You know it. I'm out the door and running down the docks faster than my legs can take me. There, climbing out of his John boat, is none other than my very best friend in the whole world. The sun shines off his short blonde hair. He's always been that tiny bit bigger than me, but he's filled out even more than the last time I saw him. Unlike me, he did stay in town and become a fisherman. He makes good money, but it can be a dangerous job, like deadliest catch type of shit. He's barely got the boat tied to the dock when I hug him from behind. Logan laughs, deep and warm. Why don't you ever greet me like this? Well, I don't know who he's talking to until I look in the boat and see another guy. I missed him in my excitement to get to Logan. He's around our age, but he definitely didn't go to school with us. Richie, this is Joe. Joe climbs out of the boat. He's skinnier than Logan and me, but he has a nice face. For a dude. Like it has all summer. Images of Logan and me as teenagers fill my mind. And just like it has every single time, my dick responds. Shit, now's not the time for that. I try to ignore it and turn to my best friend. Lo and Joe? That'll be on our wedding invites for sure. Wedding? Really? That won't be happening for a while, but yeah, we're engaged. I hug him again. Oh, congrats, man, that's amazing. I'm not sure if the small seed of disappointment is over Logan himself or that he has his life in some sort of order, and I don't. I offer my congratulations to Joe, too. You play for CU, don't you? He says in response. Yeah, why? Do you know Foster Grant? He's signed with Montreal, right? I can't help it as my eyes widen at Logan. Dude, you're marrying a hockey fan? I never thought I'd see the day. Yeah, well, I still hate the sport, so you two are more than welcome to bond over it. I already like him more than you. I smile sweetly and turn to Joe, where we talk hockey for 5 minutes straight until Logan's so bored he can't take it anymore. Okay, hockey time is over now. I want to hear all about Vermont. I don't know. Is Vermont? The foliage is great. Yes, because I'm totally asking about the foliage. Are you seeing anyone? Nah, I was interested in my teammate's sister who visited campus over the summer, but I was told in no uncertain terms if I touched her, I would wake up with my dick cut off, and I kind of like my dick. They both laugh. Ha! What about other dicks? Logan asks, his voice low and husky. Damn it. It's like realizing I might not be entirely straight gave my cock permission to respond to anything remotely gay-sounding. Like it's all, sorry dude, you signed the waiver, I'm allowed to get excited over anything I want now. When you called, you sounded a little confused. Logan says, this is an awkward conversation to have in front of his fiancée, and my gaze darts to Joe. He holds up his hands. I know everything, but if you'd prefer to have this conversation alone, do you mind? Logan asks him. Not at all. Give me a call when you're done. Joe kisses Logan on the cheek, and then we're alone as he takes the boat. Logan throws his arm around me and leads me up the dock toward the house. I'm totally imposing on your family dinner like I used to. Mom will love it. We have a fire pit in our backyard, lined with rock bench seats surrounding it. Logan takes me there and gestures for me to sit. Okay, what's up? Definitely not my dick. Don't look down. I don't know. Ever since it's been pointed out to me that straight guys don't kiss other guys, I've been thinking. Oh, God, Richard Cohen and thinking. I didn't think those words went together. Unless there was a knot thrown in the middle of them, I shove him. How come I can't call myself dumb, but you can? Because I'm joking when I do it. You're not. Touché. So I'm pretty sure 2 of my teammates are sleeping together. They think they're being secretive, but they're really not, especially if I can pick up on that shit. The thought of them together, it really does it for me. And other gay things I never thought about before are now turning me on. It's like a switch is flipped. But the idea of going out and hooking up with a dude? I screw up my face. I can't see me doing that. And no one's saying you have to. I do kind of want some answers, though. So explore it in other ways. Other ways? Well, there's this thing. You might not have heard of it because it's so new and all. It's called, the internet? Ha, you're funny. For real, though, try some gay dating apps. Talk to some guys. Try to figure it out that way. My lips form into a thin line. I'll think about it. If you wanted to work this out a few summers ago, I would have volunteered a helping hand, but I don't think my fiancé would like that very much now. I huff. Probably not. Silence settles between us, but in the way it always would. It's not an awkward silence, but one of peace. The sound of warblers and blue jays in the late afternoon, the smell of salt water, and everything else typically Maine welcomes me home. So, what are your plans when you graduate next year? Logan asks. I groan. Not you too. The annoying part of being a dumbass is that when I think I'm making good decisions, I'm really, really not. And as a picture of an erect dick fills my phone screen, I realize this is one of those moments. Dating apps are the worst.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?